Hi and welcome to my Playhouse, and today we're gonna be changing the file system on this Synology RS1219 Plus. Right now it's using the old Synology file system, the EXT4 I believe it's called, and we're gonna be replacing that with the BTRFS file system, which has that bit rot and error correction and checking and stuff like that. So in preparation of that, I've been expanding the drives. I've been putting in those two 10 terabyte hard drives, and I've been expanding so that there is now some free space on that Synology box, and we should kind of go to the computer and see that. So switching to the computer. Okay, we are at the computer now, and I have opened up the access to my Synology here, the RS1219 Plus. And we can see there is 3 messages up here because it completed integrating. Well, I upgraded those to 4 terabytes to 10 terabytes, and it completed that last one 10 hours ago. So yeah, I did something else this night. I wasn't up all night doing computer stuff. But it has completed, which we will be able to see in the storage manager here. If we just open that, it's healthy, but I'm running out of disk space here because I only have 10.8 terabytes and it's using 8.7, so there's under 20%. I don't know what it's looking at. We can see over here that the capacity is 16.4. So there is some space that are not being used. I don't want to add that extra space to my storage pool. We can just see it here. I have a storage pool 1 because I made that volume on there. I made that a EXT4 back in the day when I created this on my previous NAS, the DS411J, which is from 2011, and back then this new file system did not exist. So I want to try something new. I haven't done this before, but I want to create a new volume that takes use of the new storage. I'm gonna check if that is possible. So if we add a volume here and create a volume, I am eager to see if that will do the trick. We can only pick this custom one. Eager to see if I can change the file type on that volume. Choose an existing storage pool. Next, and we have, okay, we'll be able to create it on the same storage pool on the free space that are available. So we're gonna pick that. Next, and we can see here that there is 5.46 terabytes available. Here we can do nothing of that sort. We can use the maximum amount of space for that. That's good. And here we get to the good stuff. So the old one is this EXT4, and the new one I want BTRFS. And that's really why we're doing this. I just want to replace this EXT4 with this BTRFS, and I'm probably not doing it the smartest or most efficient way. I should just have deleted all the data and just created a new volume with this BTRFS, but I want to try and move all the stuff over to this file system, and then maybe, I'm not sure if I will be able to slowly shrink this volume and just expand that volume. But I'm gonna look into that, see if that's possible. But we are creating that. I'm rambling on. Next and next. Yeah, I don't have to do anything. It will do everything. It's just next, apply. Oh, maybe it was next, apply. So we got a volume 2. That was quick. Storage pool. There are no available disk space. So volume. If we pick number 1 up here, what actions do we have? Configure. There are some terabytes, gigabytes available. I don't see anywhere where I could scale it down, which will become a problem. So this might be a very stupid way to do it, because now I'll be able to take half of the data on volume 1 and move that over to volume 2. Then I will have to expand volume 2 further with another disk before I can move the rest over to volume 2, and then I can delete volume 1. Yeah, might not be the best way to do that, but we're gonna do that anyway. So am I able to move stuff from volume 1 to volume 2? Let's see. Okay, I think I've figured out how to move these. These are shared folders, and under those are of course file system. But if I go into control panel here and into shared folders, there I have my shared folders, and I'm gonna pick this one, 3ds Max, which is a lot of render stuff, and I can edit that. There you can see the name of it, and it says here that it is used for my render farm in Danish, and location. So under location I can pick volume 2. So I'm hoping that if we do that and press OK, it warns me here that this might take more than 10 minutes, and yeah, that's okay. I'm using this shared folder because it's not important at all. So we're gonna test on that. So are you sure? Yes. So it looks like it's checking available disk space, even though it told me that there was a lot of space over there. And it's moving with 3.0. Okay, that's better. At least that's better. Let's see if it doesn't go up. Yeah, okay. So now we are moving data over with variable speeds. So yeah, I'm gonna let this work, and we'll see if that did the trick. Okay, that did actually do the trick. Look at volume 3ds Max up here. It's now on volume 2, whereas all the other shares are on volume 1. So it worked. It didn't even take that long. I was just too impatient. There was actually only about 2 gigabytes in that volume. So yeah, I'm gonna do the other, except my PlayHouse down here. That's the big one. That's 8 point something terabytes, and yeah, I don't have enough space for that. So I'm gonna move the other ones over, and we will see where we're at when that has been done. I'm just moving over one of the bigger folders, and I saw some big numbers down here right now. Yeah, 368.8 megabytes per second, moving from one volume to another volume. And I did see a number of it was over 600. Yeah, now it's just below 600 megabytes per second. That's not bad numbers from moving data around. Here we are moving about 69.5 gigabytes. It's gonna take a couple of minutes. So yeah, internally in the box, there are some good speeds there. Okay, that wasn't too crazy. The only thing I'm not able to copy over is this share here, my PlayHouse. That's my backup of all the videos that I've ever done. Seem to have been really good at making sure that my data has been safe. So everything is actually there, and that takes up, I just did a little thing here, it takes up 8.38 terabytes of data, all the raw footage of all my videos and all the rendered out videos and sound and crap. Over 800 videos, about 8 terabytes, 8.3 terabytes. But I only have 5 terabytes available now on that new storage thing. So I think what I will have to do is I'll make a new share on the new volume, call it something similar. Let's create a new share there. We're gonna be putting it on number 2, and we'll call it MPH backup. There, that's gonna be the backup of all my files. Yeah, we're gonna create that. Encryption, no. Next. Okay, it's created, and I'll give some rights and some thingies to that. My PlayHouse backup, and I will start copying the data over as much as I can fit there. but that's gonna be more of a manual thing. And then when I'm out of disk space, I'm gonna take one of those 4 terabyte drives that I took out of the Synology NAS to put in the 10 terabytes, and I'm gonna attach that to the Synology box as an external drive and copy the rest over to that so that I can delete volume 1 and then copy the data back. It's not the smartest thing, but well, it's what I'm gonna do. So copying data on the Synology box, let's just cover some of that as well. I have the old folder here with all the data. It's called archive, so I expect I can take a bunch of this and I'll copy it over to the new location where I just made a folder called archive. So how you do that is that you go to archive here and you select some stuff. Let's 5 terabytes I have, so I might take like that far, should be good. Right click and we can move to there, and we can then select where we want it to be moved to. We want it to be moved to here. Just want to make sure that it goes in there, and it will start moving all that data, and hopefully it's quick. I don't know what the transfer speed is gonna be. Right now it's gonna take a while. And I can see that I picked about 4.33 terabytes. So yeah, copying with about 80-90 megabytes per second. Oh, there we have over 100. Okay. So it is copying from one file system to another file system. I have no idea if there are some recalculations going on to do that, but that's going to be very exciting to see if this is going to work out for me. But I'm not going to wait 12 hours for this, so yeah, we might continue this video when this is done. Okay, copying data is going really well, but it has been a couple of days since I started this video, so let's see where we're at. I just took one of those Seagate Barracuda drives and I put it right there. It's connected to my computer and I have kind of deleted it, and I've made a new volume on it over here, or a new drive. I've called it temp backup. That's because I'm gonna run out of space here. Here I am copying data over. Right now that's volume number 2. That's the one with the BTRFS file system, and this one is the EXT4. So I'm still copying data from here to there. I took whole directories, but as I am just only have enough room, if I copy all the data over here and fill up this 4 terabyte drive, and then I can delete volume number 1 here. So that's the plan right now. So I'm gonna, this one is 5.2 and I have already used 4.6. So I'm gonna fill it up to almost all of it, and then I'm gonna copy the rest out to the Seagate Barracuda thing, and then I'm gonna delete volume 1 and copy the data back in. So complicated. And I've moved my setup in here for now because I've been painting the walls in here and doing good stuff. So yeah, working on that. So I moved the USB, well, the Barracuda thing out there, and I've attached it to the back of this RackStation 1290 Plus. So that's that one. And I see that it has 3.64 terabytes of available disk space. Oh, I hope that's enough. Right now I'm still copying data over. Might as well start copying data over to the USB disk as well. So we're gonna create a new directory in here. We're gonna call it archive, just like the other ones. There, that took a while. We are gonna go in here, archive, and we're gonna take those 3 directories and we're gonna move those. That's properties. There's 2.83 terabytes there. So let's move those over, and then I'll have to fight about the itchy bitchy last thing keys on there. So move to, and USB, archive. Okay, we get another progress up here. Processing. That's probably gonna take some hours. Yeah, it's copying down there. Oh, that's not quick. That helped. 15 hours. Oh, and it's gonna take us long to get it back. Yeah, someone said in the comments that transferring big amount of data is as boring as watching paint dry. And so we can do both. We can watch paint dry and we can move big amounts of data. So I'm done copying, I hope. Let's check. It says that there's 148 gigabytes still used. That's kind of weird. Let's go check that. Maybe. But there's nothing more in the archive. I might just move that over. Actually, not the archive, but this my PlayHouse thing to get those settings. So we'll do that. Control panel and file share, and we will take. This is the only thing located on volume 1. So we're gonna right click on that. Oh, we're gonna pick it and we're gonna edit, and then we're gonna move it to volume 2. I am almost out of space there. Okay, it should be more or less empty, so it shouldn't really take long. Oh, there is not enough space. That's unfortunate. It's probably just the recycle bin stuff on there. So I'll check if it's anything important, or we'll just delete volume number 1. Okay, I actually just pressed this empty recycle bin, and I could see that the size of that volume dropped considerably. Now it's only 337 megabytes. So I'm guessing that it was just a recycle bin of this directory that was taking up a lot of space. So I hope now that when we press OK that it will be able to just move that over to volume number 2. Go gadget. It's not complaining so far. Yeah, we are done. So there should be nothing left on volume number 1 then. Let's see. It says there is 337 megabytes. Must be some system something. Just check. This is on volume 2, and the USB drive, which is of course. So there should be nothing left. It could be some programs that are using volume. I haven't got any programs. Okay, all the data is over. Let's say removed that volume. Oh, I hate that. The wizard will remove the following settings. Remove. All the data will be deleted on that one. I have just copied them away. I do hope that I'm not. Yes, and it needs a password. We will supply it with a password. I like that security actually, so that if you really want to do something stupid, well, you at least have to be the admin. Submit. Removing volume 1. Change the size to 0 bytes. There. So now there is only volume 2 with the BTRFS file system. Awesome. Let's see, storage pool. And we now have the space available that was in volume 1. So we can make this storage pool bigger now. Which we want to do. We just have to tell it to that volume, this one. So right now it's 5.5 terabytes. There is 16 terabytes available, so we can just, I want to keep some for other stuff. So we're gonna make it 12 terabytes or thereabout. That's 12 and a half. So that should be about 12. Okay.
expanding file system. Okay. I want to leave room for some iSCSI storage on here. I'm not sure if I need to do that on a separate volume, but yeah, if I have given all the space away, I would not have that option. Cool. So let's check. We should have good health status. We are 44% full now. We have 11.7 terabytes. I was hoping for 12, so I would have had to give it at least 300 gigabytes more to hit 12. That would just be a nice round number. So I guess I will copy back the data that I put on that USB thing down here. I copied some of the files in this folder. These folders, I copied all of the files because I needed that. So we are gonna copy or move, and we're just gonna copy it because we don't need to move it this time. Oh, we need to put it in the archive directory. Okay, so it's gonna be moving that. I'm interested in how fast that goes. Copying internally is not that quick. That's really odd. So after a whole lot of copying stuff forth and back, I think I'm now done so that I can delete this, that one, my PlayHouse backup. That's where the archive, I copied a lot of stuff over there, but right now it's empty. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go into Control Center. I already have that. I have that open here. And it's that one, my PlayHouse backup. And I don't enjoy doing this too much. That's where you can really destroy your stuff in very short time. So, but let's see, it says mark the right one. Let's delete it. I understand. Oh, that's nasty. Yes, I have checked it, and it wants my password again. Wonder if this works now. Yeah, that's just a little bit more dangerous, for I actually had to think about it. So now all my data should be down here, and let's just verify that. Here, archive. I have some loose stuff to my videos, and I have videos from 0 to 100 and so forth and so on. I'm curious about this 500 because that one I had to split up to copy to 2 different locations because of the space needed. It looks about right, and there should be 100 folders in here. Wonder if we can check that. 101, 501 to 999. Everything is selected. Properties, 99 folders. Does that add up? I think I'm missing something. I'll have to count them. Check if every one of them is there. Oh, I've made a slight mistake. Not in this copy at all, but the folder with video number 600 is in the wrong folder. There is 101 folders here. There's only supposed to 100. So this folder number 600 is in the wrong folder. So we'll move that. Supposed to be in that folder, which we just checked. So it should just move that. It shouldn't take any time at all. Yeah, there it went. So if we go back now, check that. There's 100 folders. Awesome. Cool. So if we go over here to the disk, we now just have one pool, and it's HSR, and the volume is BTRFS. So yeah, cool. It worked. Okay, back out here. This video has been taking days. Copying forth and back data, well, it's as boring as watching paint dry, which we have also been doing. But I actually made this switch of the file system without any downtime, which wasn't really what I was going for, but it was kind of a plus that I got along the way. But it was probably not the smartest way to do it. It would have just been smarter if I had wiped the disks and copied back in the backup that would have been a lot faster. But, well, can't win every time. And then again, I didn't really lose anything. Everything worked out fine. It just was more time consuming, and I had to mingle stuff a little bit around so that I didn't lose any of my data. I do have a second backup. I might have said that, but this is only 1 out of 2 backups. So I had a copy of all the data somewhere else at my apartment, but it would be irritating to have to go and copy it from there, and yeah, copy time, that would have taken just as long. So yeah, thank you very much for watching my videos. I don't know if I should recommend this way of doing it. More or less we just found out that it's possible to do this, so maybe if you want to do that someday, you can. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.